Hey guys, Shiftery here. Welcome back to yet again another video, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 sneaker websites in 2024. These are going to be the most reliable and affordable sites, and especially since it's going to be back to school season in a couple of weeks, you definitely want to get your sneakers ahead of time because sometimes shipping can take a while, and you want to make sure that you get your fresh kicks for the first day of school. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before this video continues, I do want to state that in this video, I cannot talk about replicas or knockoff shoes, but if you are looking for that type of shoe, I highly recommend just typing into YouTube top 5 replica sneaker websites and you'll probably find what you need. Coming in at number 5 is going to be StockX, and the reason why I have them at number 5 is because they do have a wide selection, not just sneakers. They have clothing on here, they have action figures, collectibles, and even PS5s, but they only sell new items, and that sounds like a plus when you think about it because you're getting new products. But when it comes down to a lot of these hype sneakers, such as these Travis Scotts right here, the price can definitely get ridiculous, but if you are buying secondhand, they have been only worn a couple of times because let's be honest, people are not wearing these sneakers every single day, then you can get a pretty heavy discount. But back to StockX, there is a lot of things when it comes down to this site, so let's jump right into it. One thing that I do not like about StockX though is their pricing. So when it comes down to StockX, they have a lot of hidden fees. So you think you're probably going to be paying $450 when it's all said and done, but when you get to the checkout, it's probably going to be all the way up to $510 based on their processing fees. One thing I do like about StockX though, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can find a graph here. This essentially is going to be the price over the past few years. So definitely you could use this for reselling purposes, but that's pretty much StockX in a nutshell. It's a pretty reliable platform to get the goods that you are looking for, and essentially if you are looking for authentic products, then this is definitely the place for you because they do have 100% authenticity guaranteed. But all of these sites actually have that, and sometimes fakes are slipping through, which is unfortunate. But what's not unfortunate is going to be our number 4 spots. Coming in for our number 4 spot, you guys may laugh at me, but it's going to be Poshmark. So a lot of people are undervaluing this site. There's a lot of potential here. Essentially, you can buy used and new shoes from third-party sellers, not just StockX verified. So they will actually verify the authenticity if the product is over 500, but if it's under 500, then you best better be careful because you could get sent a pair of fake shoes, but you can always dispute it with the seller. So there's a lot of protections in place, so definitely keep that in mind. But Poshmark has a lot of different things going on here. Let's take a look at their Air Jordans, and you can see they have a bunch of different pairs. The Lightnings are over here. You got a pair of 11s, you got 12s, you got 1s, so many different shoes. And you also do have clothing, so you can mix and match your outfits with different pieces that you can find on Poshmark. One thing that I do not like about Poshmark though is they definitely are having some pretty high fees when it comes down to selling products on here. It's going to be roughly about 10 to 15% depending on the types of products that you are selling. But if you are just a buyer, then definitely check out Poshmark. But there could possibly be fakes on here, but every single site will have this issue, so keep that in mind. One thing I do like about Poshmark though is their comment section, so you can kind of ask the community if the shoes are real or fake, and you can also get their general opinions. Another indicator is scrolling down to the bottom where you're going to see the different stats of the sellers. So you can see how many products they have listed. You can also see if they sold any products in the past, which could be a big indicator if they are legit or not, so definitely keep this in mind. Another thing is they do accept PayPal just like StockX, so you will be able to go ahead and have buyer protection if the seller does not ship anything out. Coming in at number 3, we have Stadium Goods. You guys probably haven't heard about this site. They have a bunch of different shoes to click through, check them out. Unfortunately, sometimes they may or may not have your size, so that can be a downside because they are getting these from third-party sellers, so keep that in mind. Taking a look at some of their Jordan collection. We got some Jordan 4 military blues. I just sold my military blacks to someone, so I'm pretty excited about that. We have some other shoes here as well, tons of 4s, some 1s, you have some 12s here, and everything is sold for a fair price. It's pretty much market value, and they do not have hidden fees. To be honest with you, I haven't heard anything bad about Stadium Goods. They are all around a pretty good company. You guys can tell me down in the comment section below, but based on my past 2 videos that I made on top 5 sneaker websites, I can definitely assure you that Stadium Good is definitely a really decent site. I do want to state something that most people probably already know, but most of these shoes are going to be resale, not retail. So if you wanted to get these shoes at retail, it would have been roughly about $200. So you're basically paying what the market thinks that these shoes are going to be priced at. So for instance, like a size 10 might be like $250, then a size 18 might be $300 because it's more rare. Coming in at number 2, we do have GOAT Sneakers. So this is one of my favorite websites out there. They have tons of different products and even hypebeast stuff, designer brands. The only downside when it comes down to GOAT is if they do not have your size listed, they do not have it out of their house, they'll ship it to you. Everything is safe because they do have PayPal buyer protection. Once they ship the product and arrives to you, they'll receive their money and it's all good. So one of my favorite things about this site as well is their authenticity that they have. If you go ahead and check at the very bottom of any post, they will say that this post has been verified. It's essentially verified by a moderator, so you know this shoe is going to be legit. Sometimes their shoes can be pricey because a lot of sellers on here are always trying to get a deal. A lot of them are actually resellers, and obviously if you bought the shoes first and then now you're trying to sell it again, you are going to be resellers. But these are career resellers, big difference. These people are always trying to turn a profit, so most of them are probably not trying to cut a deal. But you can also message them, see if they're looking to go a little bit lower on it because they might be a slow mover. So definitely keep that in mind, that you can always actively communicate with these buyers if you're looking to do that. So on this site, you can also do it on Poshmark as well. But for StockX and Stadium Goods, you're basically just buying the shoes, they get delivered to you and everything is done. But with this site, you can directly communicate with the seller, which I absolutely love. Coming in at number 1, we do have eBay. Back in the day, these shoes, the fakes, were absolutely getting through eBay's platform just like that, and they weren't even stopping it, but they made a crazy push just to try to get people to come over here and buy shoes, and I definitely applaud them. I mean, they did a great job. So now I can go ahead and purchase my Balenciaga tracks in peace. They will authenticate it. So what's going to happen is you're going to buy it from a seller, and then they're going to send it to eBay, and then they're going to send it to you. Then it's going to be eBay authenticated, and you will be able to receive your shoes no problem. Another thing that I do like about this site is you can talk to the seller directly, very similar to Poshmark and GOAT. They also do accept PayPal on this website, making it like a seamless transaction. Anybody can shop here, so I'm really happy about it. And this is pretty much where I bought most of my sneakers. I'm not going to lie to you guys, most of my sneakers are reps, so that's why I was saying that I cannot even talk about it in these videos. But pretty much the reps are very similar to the real shoes. I have over 50 pairs of shoes, but I'm not glorifying reps. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just here to give out the information on the top 5 sneaker websites. Hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video for Shiftery reviews. Bye.